Tonight we're at the Denver 1996 Cycle World International Motorcycle Show. This is the second time it's come here to Kurgan Hall, right next door to the Tri-State Auto Show. It is a big motorcycle weekend in Denver. We're going to talk with Tracy Harris, who is the our spokesperson for motorcycle shows. Going to give us a tour today.
Yes, I will.
Great. Thanks for allowing us in with our cameras to look at all the new hottest motorcycles that are out, huh?
No problem.
What are we going to look at today?
Well, you're going to look at all that's new for 1996. You're going to look at the new Honda Valkyrie, the Yamaha Royal Star, and all the other new models from all the major manufacturers. That's basically what people come down here to see. They get to see it all under one roof, get to shop around, talk to the local dealers, see what's hot, see what's new, and also get a chance to be entertained by the VICTOR McLAGLEN Motor Corps.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully you'll get a chance to see that.
Let's go inside.
Okay.
Honda display.
Okay, what we're looking at here is the Honda Valkyrie. This is the newest model from Honda. It was years in development. It's a very exciting addition to their 1996 lineup, and it was introduced at our Chicago show in January.
What's a Valkyrie?
The Valkyrie is a cruiser. The cruiser market is one of the hottest markets right now.
Isn't it a bird? There's
the Valkyrie. Oh, now you're. Let's see.
Are we going to go on this bike here?
Yeah, this is a CBR 900, another hot bike. Now this is not a cruiser bike. This would be a more of a street bike. They race these. Not that particular model, but they do race the CBRs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at Lakewood Honda today, the #1 motorcycle shop in Colorado, voted by Motorcycle Consumer News. Phil Schwitzer is going to give us a tour of this extraordinary facility. Thanks, Phil, for allowing us to bring our TV cameras over here to Lakewood Honda to visit with you today.
You bet, it's my pleasure. Glad to be here.
How long you been here? How long's the store been here?
I've been here since 1982 myself. The store has been here since 1979, and
how big is Lakewood Honda now? This is one of the biggest stores in Honda stores in America.
Well, we're one of the largest Goldwing dealerships in the United States. We are one of the smallest building-wise, but we push a lot of product through here, and we have a big customer base all over the United States.
You're right here off 6th Avenue in Wadsworth near I-70. Busy place. If you notice, customers are all over the place here today, and I was very surprised. Also, this award that you guys won in Motorcycle Consumer News as the #1 dealership of customer satisfaction in Colorado, I mean, that's quite a prestigious honor. I mean, only one person can get #1.
We're very proud of that award, and we like it because it came from the consumer, not from our competition, so to speak.
Yeah.
But we like it that it did come from the consumer, and we're happy and proud about that.
What are we going to look at today? What kind of bikes are we going to look at?
We probably look at a couple Goldwings here. We've got also the Sea-Doo line that we carry. Mm-hmm. We can look at some custom cruisers here.
Well, should we start right in back of us?
Sure.
Here we go. Starting with the Shadow.
Talk about custom touring motorcycles. That purple one's the one.
Especially in my line of work.
We can do this one right there. That's another one too. We build those trikes.
We'll do that too. Can these all start today? Or do you have to get keys for them?
No, you can start. Reliable, water-cooled engines in their bikes. And this particular one right here is shaft drive, liquid-cooled, hydraulic valve adjusters. And it's got that custom look, you know, the low seat height, the drag bars, the forward controls, everything you want to go down and cruise through downtown Denver.
It's Phil Schwitzer, ladies and gentlemen, here at Lakewood Honda talking about the new Goldwing. This is extraordinary.
It's a beautiful bike. We're real proud of the Goldwings, and of course all of us here at Lakewood Honda are very involved with the Goldwings. I've had 5 of them myself personally, and have over 500,000 miles on Goldwings, touring and commuting and that type of thing. But this is the luxury touring motorcycle that Honda makes, and they're phenomenal bikes.
Okay, take us through the bike as we look at the bike right now, as we're looking at it on television. Just give us a 30-second walk around, run through. I mean, I've never seen a motorcycle like this. So
this is the Goldwing 1500 Special Edition. It has AM/FM cassette radio. It has CB on it. This lever is for the reverse. Believe it or not,
reverse in here?
Reverse on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Has cruise control, has an onboard air compressor for the air suspension.
Oh, yeah.
Adjustable passenger floorboards for your passenger. You want to give them the ultimate comfort. And they have fresh air vents. Just very smooth, unbelievable bike. 5-speed transmission, and made for the long haul.
Good for the long haul. Well, in front of us, this is Muzzy Kawasaki.
Right, Muzzy is the race team manager, or not manager, but he's one of the teams that races for Kawasaki.
And this won the 1995 Daytona 200.
Yes, it did. Now, we don't know who's winning the Daytona 200 this year because they're racing right now. Yes, the race was canceled last week because of the weather. So we don't know who the winner will be this year.
Well, we're at Twin Peaks Yamaha today, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Jann Scott, the tough guy motorcycle rider, looking at this Yamaha Royal Star. New for Yamaha this year. Bill Peoples is the owner of Twin Peaks Yamaha. Bill, thanks very much for inviting us over to your shop and
thanks, Jan.
Have a look at it. This guy is a big racer. 49 years old, still races motorcycles. Look at him. He looks like he's 25. This is I had to say that. Viewers always kind of wonder. I mean, look at me. I'm 50 and I look like I'm about to die, right? I got to take this jacket off. You don't mind if I... Let's talk about the Royal Star. Built by Yamaha.
Built by Yamaha, yes. It's a whole new concept in bikes for them, going for the heavy cruiser market. It's got that nostalgic, classic look. Everything is metal. There's not plastic on this bike. 1300cc V4 motor, 86 foot-pounds of torque at only 2,700 RPMs. For the long-distance guy, this is a motorcycle to have.
Okay, now who does this compete with in the market? Let me guess. It's got to compete with Harley-Davidson, the Honda Shadow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Obviously, from the look, it's pretty obvious that we're competing with Harley-Davidson. The hardcore Harley buyer is going to continue to buy Harley-Davidson, but there's a lot of guys that would like a bike like this. This is the only bike in the world that comes with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty.
Continuing with Bill Peoples here at Twin Peaks Yamaha. Bill, how long have you been in business here?
This is our 5th year, Jan.
And how large is this Yamaha dealership, and how long have you been involved in motorcycles yourself?
Well, I've been involved in motorcycles since I was 16 and kept one hidden from my parents. Just like most of us.
I did that too, so I wasn't the only one. I thought I was the only one. I guess not, right?
No, I think most of my customers have done that from time to time. We've got 8,500 square feet here, and we're probably going to have to expand this fall. It's getting bigger and bigger every day.
Twin Peaks Yamaha is an award-winning motorcycle shop?
Yeah, that's right. These are the trophies that our guys have won in motocross, watercraft racing, and road racing. There's even a couple of my own in here. These are 2 of the bikes that we've won a lot of the trophies with. This one belongs to my service manager, Brad Dernberger, and this one's the one that I race. We've got everything here that goes right from the YZ dirt bikes for the dirt bike competitor, ATVs for the off-road guys that need a 4-wheeler, all the different motorcycles that we've looked at, and also the Sea-Doo and Yamaha personal watercraft, which are now up to 40% of our business through the summer.
They're kind of like motorcycles for the water, aren't they?
Absolutely. A lot of fun, and anybody can ride them.
40% of the sales, is that right?
That's right.
Thanks for the tour, Bill, here at Twin Peaks Yamaha.
Okay, Jan, and I sure hope you like the ride on your new Royal Star.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Oh, it started up. Ooh, one more time. I haven't done one in a while. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
See you, folks. I'm ready to put it right in. What is this one here?
The GSX R750, that is the hottest motorcycle on the market from Suzuki in 1996. And again, this model has been on the market for years, but it's recently gone through a revamp and a redesign. So it's faster, it's quicker, has a higher performance factor. I can't get too specific, but basically...
It's a racing bike, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what we're looking at here is the Yamaha Royal Star. They introduced this motorcycle in the fall of 1995, and they can't keep them in the dealerships. It's a very hot cruiser. It's a beautiful design. Great performance. It does everything that anybody would want a cruiser to do, and it's got a great price tag.
I bet it does. $600,000! It looks like a Harley.
I don't think Yamaha would say it looks like a Harley.
Man, if this doesn't look like a Harley, Harley probably wouldn't, but I think it looks like a Harley. It's a cruiser bike. They're all looking like Harleys. I don't know.
We're in the BMW display now. BMW of North America actually manufactures motorcycles, and most people don't realize that. They actually think they're only a car manufacturer. These are high-end motorcycles, very popular here in the United States as well as in Europe.
They're kind of a yuppie motorcycle.
Yeah, a little bit of a yuppie motorcycle. Like I said, it's a high-end motorcycle, a little more expensive.
Do they race them in Europe? Do they race them in America?
Yes, I believe they do.
This is the K1100 RS, and it puts out 100 horsepower, inline 4-cylinder, 4 valves per cylinder, fuel injected, coil for each individual cylinder. All the bikes come with ABS standard, front and rear.
How do they compete? How do you compete with like Kawasaki's, Hondas, Harleys in terms of the market? I mean, is it a smaller market share the same way that the automobile is with a very specific buyer, or tell me about it?
Exactly, it's a little bit smaller market share. And this bike is more of a sport touring bike than the race bikes that you see with Kawasaki and everything. A little bit heavier machine, low center of gravity with the engine that it has. A lot of top quality features with the shaft drive and everything, so makes it a much nicer handling bike.
I like these. This is exactly the same style that you had ever since the 50s. I mean, they really haven't changed all that much in a lot of ways.
Actually from the 20s, this horizontally opposed twin, but what that offers is a low center of gravity and smoother running engine because the cylinders are canceling each other out. And this bike offers a few other things. It's got a height adjustable seat on it, which as the seat goes up, it moves back away from the bars to give somebody a little bit more room for their arms and their legs. The windshield adjusts too, so that you can, at different speeds, you can adjust how much turbulence you want or how much air you want on your chest, or cool off or completely.
The tent doesn't just like implode and come right out of
No, not quite, But it acts sort of like that, and it's electric, so you can adjust it while you're riding at any point. So then you have ABS, and you have heated hand grips on this motorcycle, and stereo.
That's good, I guess, huh?
Good in Denver.
Yeah.
Heated hand grips. It gets pretty cold here.
Do any other motorcycles have heated hand grips?
All of our bikes.
I mean, like Harley and.
No, I don't think
not
they
that I
do.
know of.
I think
Not that
that's
I
a
know of,
special
yeah.
feature from BMW only.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you.
Thanks,
Take care.
Russell.
Yeah, see ya. We're visiting with Brad and Nancy here at Fun Wheels in Longmont. So, how long have you guys been in business? How'd you get started?
It'll be 3 years the 1st of June that we opened our door, and we put our business together in approximately 30 days back in 1993.
And so up front here, what we're looking at, most of these are all accessories, but you have a full-service shop that's huge in back of us, huh?
Yes, yes. Service all makes, mostly the makes that the other dealers don't have time to deal with. Mid-70s, Japanese, mostly Japanese bikes. A few Harleys every now and then.
And Brad, of course, you may recognize his face, big, famous racer. You want to tell us about racing? What class?
Well, I have a pro license for short track. Been doing that for about 4 years, and currently running the RMEC, which is the Enduro circuit. I run the Super Senior A class, same class Malcolm Smith runs, if you've ever heard of him.
Sure,
So.
yeah. These made by real cowboys?
Real cowboys, New York City. But these are really nice. They do have the snap-out liners, and they have the belt strap that goes around the legs so they can keep you really warm. Plus, they have a placket that goes over the snaps.
Very fashionable. They are,
Yes,
aren't
they are. They also come in brown.
They got a high fashion look to them. After the TV show, everybody from Cherry Creek will be up here trying to buy one of those things.
Yeah.
I think we leave it too, huh?
Be taking out for warm weather driving. Okay, ATK 3 years ago was purchased by some people in Salt Lake City and moved to Salt Lake City. This is the old vintage, even though it's a 96, a vintage type motor, 70s design and motor. The new company is going to the more modern bikes such as we have over here, the ATK and the 250, which is liquid cooled on the showroom.
Look at this exhaust. That is exhaust, right?
That's exhaust, commonly called an expansion chamber. It's a lot like a musical instrument. They're tuned to where you want the power to go. If you want a low-end power, you'd have a large expansion chamber. If you were going to develop the horsepower on the top end, you'd have a very small expansion chamber. But on two-stroke, this is the heart of the power right here. It's called an expansion chamber.
And all of these ATKs come stock with Pro Taper bars, white power front forks and rear shocks, and these fantastic Rotax engines.
Now, you're the only ATK dealer here in Longmont and in northern Colorado, is that right?
That's correct.
This is actually the first year that Ducati has joined us on the Consumer Show Tour, which is great because people always want to see the Ducatis. They want to see what's new and what they're up to. And this year, for the first time, the Italians were able to come through with a display. So we're really excited to have them with us.
The 916. And then, of course, here's the slower 900.
900.
Not much slower.
None of these motorcycles are slow. None of them. Okay, we're talking to Clay Carson with Triumph Motorcycles right now, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what Triumph's got in store for us for 1996.
This is a pretty classic bike in back of us, right? This one right here. Can you tell us
Yes,
about
it
the
is.
black one?
The black one is a speed triple, which we have a whole series of races this year. It's a spec series. All the bikes can, there's certain elements that you can remove, and there's certain things that you can add. This is another retro entry for us. It's basically cosmetic changes to the Thunderbird.
Very cool.
Higher handlebars, different exhaust. Comes with a solo seat. Hopefully women will get into this bike. Do you?
Yeah, I like this motorcycle. I think it's pretty. I like it a lot.
It's John and Steve, motorcycle salvage guys here at Erico Motorsports in Denver. This is a motorcycle graveyard. Ta-da! This is where motorcycles come, right? When they fall down.
Yes, that's where they come. That's where we're trying to get them all. So.
Look at this place. It is so clean. It is so beautiful. It does not look like any junkyard I've ever been to. Here's one here. Here's a Kawasaki.
This is a 95 ZX6R Kawasaki. This and the one next to it, the bike next to it is a 95 Honda CBR 600 F3.
How much are these guys worth when they were new?
These two brand new are going for right around $7,500 to $8,500.
And laid them down on the pavement.
Lay them down on the pavement, you make them worth about $3,500 to $4,000. These are the two hottest 600 sport bikes right now. They're both being used for road racing. And we sell a lot of these bikes to people who turn them into road racers, and we can show you an example of that later too. We've got some of these have been made into racing bikes. For instance, this is a 1995 CBR 600 F3 upper plastic panel. Came off of a bike exactly like this one. A part like this is what we'll take off of a bike that maybe got damaged in the rear end, and the front was good. So if we're to sell this bike complete to someone that was fixing it up, we would as well have the used parts for them to put this bike back together.
Ducati. This is my favorite motorcycle in the whole world.
Ducati. This is a 1995 900 CR Ducati. This was rebuilt from a wreck, and actually a customer of ours just brought this in, and he's standing right here, and you can ask him how he likes it.
How do you like it? How do you like your Ducati?
Ducatis are the best.
You know, I used to race a Ducati. 1963 Diana RT. Yeah, I was the fastest guy out there.
Wow.
That was in 63 and 64.
I don't think I was born yet.
No, well, I got it from Ghost Motors, and my favorite whole bike in the world. You weren't born yet. Okay, now moving on to this is another one.
Now this
is really nice. Okay.
This is my race bike. This is a Honda RS 125, also a GP bike.
It's a little bike.
That is a little bike. I'm a little guy. The bigger bikes scare the heck out of me.
Oh, really? But you're bigger than I am.
They still scare the heck out of me.
Okay.
You can ride one of the bigger bikes.
I don't know. I don't want to ride. I don't. No.
This is another Yamaha TZ250. This bike actually isn't being currently raced. This bike is for sale. We also
this is a race bike for sale.
This is a factory-built Grand Prix bike, and we also deal with some used race bikes as well.
Well, that's it here, folks, from Erico Motorsports. The floors are clean enough to eat on. Thanks, John, Steve.
Thank you, Jan.
This is the new, the big news here at the show is the S1 Lightning, which is the latest in the Buell Adventure style of motorcycles. 91 horsepower in this bike.
Who makes Buell? Harley?
Buell is made by Buell Motorcycle Company, and Harley-Davidson owns 49% of Buell Motorcycle Company. Eric Buell does the design, engineering, and manufacturing. Harley handles sales, marketing, and distribution.
How long have they been out?
This is our second model year.
Second model year. And who buys, let's see, who buys Buell motorcycles? Who buys them, and who are they targeted at?
We get actually a couple different targets. One are people looking for a second bike who are looking for something, a different riding style than, say, a cruiser or something like that, for a different riding experience. The other one, the biggest target, are people who are right now riding other sport bikes.
So they're trying to compete then with Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki in the sport bike.
You know, we're looking at Triumph, BMW, Ducati.
Everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody. Harley takes over the world. Buell helps. Boulder Yamaha has been open for 28 years here in Boulder. We're talking with Mark on my right, Andy on my left. That's for people at home in television. So what are we looking at here? First of all, my God, these Kodiaks. What are big bears?
Kodiaks are, well, the four-wheel drive ATV, 400cc, air-cooled, air and oil-cooled.
Do they have air conditioning?
Not
big air conditioning.
Just the great outdoors.
Major
great outdoors.
air conditioning.
Depends on how fast you go. It could be considered air conditioning.
What do folks use these for?
Oh boy, these are the type of units you just get on. You can go where you want to go. There's millions of acres in Colorado where you can ride.
Where?
Oh gosh, all over the state. This is one of the best states in the nation for off-road riding.
Big farmer vehicle too for checking the ditches. And
Absolutely. Yeah, they run a lot of fences and pull a lot of equipment around. It's amazing what you can strap on these units to do the work for the farmers. It's just incredible.
Largest Yamaha dealership in Colorado?
We've been here for a long time. They've been doing Yamaha for many, many years, and they've gotten real good at it over the time. So we're just knocking them dead with Yamaha.
Continue our coverage of the International Motorcycle Show down in Denver on Jann Scott Tonight.
All right, this is Donnie Huff on his OW01 Yamaha 1000cc. And Donnie owns all the track records in Colorado right now. There is nobody faster.
Nice bike, Don. We were talking earlier about it. Can you tell us a little bit about the bike?
It's an OW01. It's Yamaha made limited numbers of them.
This is a manufacturer's bike. You can buy this bike you can buy one here.
Yep, you can buy one here.
And come out to the racetrack and beat you.
If you're
doubtful.
Feeling good, yeah, if you're lucky.
Okay. Bragos. They've been making those since the early 80s. They're a VTwin, much more like the Harley-Davidson. It's your laid-back cruiser-style motorcycle. These we sell a few more of than we would the Royal Star because they're priced a little more.
Is this the big seller for Yamaha?
This is a big seller for Yamaha for the cruiser. It has been for many years. The Virago 1100 and 750 are almost identical motorcycles, which does one good thing for you. It makes the 1100 the biggest bore, best handling cruiser on the market.
Cycle World Readers Collection, custom and classic motorcycles, all locally owned, brought in by individuals. It's a competition. It will be judged. And I think we have about 55 motorcycles in this year.
Well, that's me, Lee Marvin Scott, ladies and gentlemen, here at Two Wheelers Motorcycle Shop. This is the Harley edition of our spring motorcycle show from the International. Meet Diane. She's the one that got me roped into wearing these clothes. These are the kind of clothes that men wear to the bus stop on bottomless night for men. But I'm not one of those kind of guys, so don't get any ideas. Thanks for inviting us, Diane.
Hey, anytime.
Into the show. Okay, so tell us about this place. This place is pretty extraordinary.
This is the almost world famous two-wheelers, and stocked to the rafters, full of anything you can imagine to put on your Harley, any aftermarket product. We've been here for 26 years in the same location, and still going strong.
Who owns the store?
Arlen and Jim.
And Jim. Here's Jim. Let's go over and meet Jim. Jim, how you doing? Hey, everybody gets out of the way. I must have felony warrants out here. Thanks, Jim, for letting us come in with the old TV show and
you bet.
Putting up with my, like my goggles? Okay.
Well, thank you.
So you've been here for a long time, huh?
26 years now.
Yep. And what do you specialize in? What do you guys do here?
We specialize in custom Harley-Davidson parts and accessories and custom work.
And you have some really nice Harleys yourself?
Oh, yes, I do. I specialize in old Harleys, and my partner specializes in customizing new Harleys. So we get along pretty good.
Yeah. Who the heck are these people? This must be the service department.
Yes, this is service. This is Arlen Fatlin, Jim's partner, the owner.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
Good to see you, Arlen. Arlen, you allowed to drink in the shop?
Yes.
No, put it in the tool. Put it in the toolbox. After hours. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock someplace. All right.
After theirs. This is Bruce, our main man over here, and Slow-Mo.
Slow-Mo. I wonder why he has that name.
I can't say that on television.
Well, so what do you guys do? Oh my God, what's going on in here? You want to tell us, Arlen?
Tell them, Bruce.
Okay, tell them.
What's going on in here? We're working on Harleys.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. This is one of our projects.
Very nice.
We did this last year for Daytona Beach. We're sprucing it up for Sturgis.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, here from wherever the hell we are. The two-wheeler, Jann Scott Tonight, back to the motorcycle show. Woo! Just what I wanted to do. Yes. Yeah. How the hell did I get myself into this? I'm Jann Scott, live from the 1996 motorcycle show. Now this place is different than a lot of the shops that we visited. This is a machine shop. It's called McR Technology. They retrofit racing bikes for racers who win. This is Carl Schwins. Thanks, Carl, for inviting us over to your shop today. What are we going to look at first?
Well, what we do here is we build parts that nobody else builds, or that you'd have to send away and order, and they might get here and they might not. We take motorcycles that the factory builds and we improve on them, and we give racers maybe a little extra edge by building specific parts or making the bike fit the rider a little better, or providing basically lightening features to make the bikes a little lighter and a little safer. This here is a GSXR 1100. It's ridden by Aaron Turner.
Beautiful. Is this a factory bike or custom made?
This is kind of a custom made. They went and bought all the parts new and put them all together and just worked their butts off to get it together. On this one we're doing foot pegs and mounts and master cylinder mounts, and looks like, but I'm not sure, maybe steering dampener mounts, and probably going to be putting some different kind of composite rear disc on it here pretty soon to help lighten up the back of it.
Doesn't really look like any motorcycle you'd buy from the factory or at the store, does it, or does it?
Not really. We also build aluminum and different composite rear disc brake rotors. Help lighten up the bike some.
Look at all the holes in it.
We built, yeah, it took some time to do.
Why do you have holes in it?
Well, so that it's lighter and so that it dissipates water. So if you get water on here, your brake pucks can hydroplane just like car tires.
I knew that. They don't do that at the factory, do they?
Well, not so good. Sometimes, sometimes not. They try. This is the foot peg bracket for this bike here. And we built this one here, or actually this is someone else's that we copied, sort of, and changed things because the guy that rides this bike is real short. And with the pegs back here, he can't ride it. So what we're doing is we're moving the pegs forward and changing the brake mount and moving all of this stuff forward to help Aaron be able to ride this bike better.
Thanks, Tracy Harris, very much. From the 1996 Denver Cycle World International Motorcycle Show on Jann Scott Tonight.
Thank you for coming down. Hope you had a good time.